Yeah, he's sweet. There it is. We in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to Young Sounds on Tree. PMD. Three people making a difference. What are black jobs?
What is it?
Lost in motherfucking space.
Yeah.
Cop kills two in crash with suspect in the back. Robbing the dead. That shit was fucked up and sad, man.
Cold blooded.
G-Unit crypto scam. Husband Titans on the Charlie. They took that shit down by the time I got to it. Hey, Young Sounds on 3 PMD. Like we always do about this time. Anything that comes out of my mouth, the quartermaster's mouth, Drizzy's mouth for 9. This motherfucking cocaine do not represent the views and opinions of one Mr. You already know his goddamn name. Mr. Ed Deaduma. Shout out to DJ LOH on the ones and twos. The whole yo. 3 p.m. Kiki. Foster's Freeze. All that Youngstown shit. And let's fight this mother evil. Trying to watch my shit, man. I'm trying to watch this cursing. The motherfuckers, hey, listen, man. I just said I'm gonna try and watch it. That shit's so good. Check this out, man.
That's your lexicon, man. Go ahead.
Hey, that's how you get it down, man.
Yeah, that's it. If I know you serious when you get into it. Like, look here, motherfucker. I was like, and he mean that in the best way possible.
Yeah.
But that's just his diction. That's all.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, last week he was like, man, this nigga and that nigga. Let me and oh, you know what? He's in words, but the niggas can't get right.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna stop saying that shit, man. I gotta do my Paul Mooney thing and stop saying that, my Richard Pryor thing, man.
Go ahead, man. Finish your topic.
Yeah, we shouldn't be saying that as black people, man. But listen, I couldn't post a comment for 22 hours.
You got put in timeout?
Yeah, and I don't know why, because when I post in the comments, for the most part, you know, I try to appeal to a motherfucker's reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to just argue to argue.
Mm-hmm.
If I see I can't, you know what I mean, just have a conversation with you, I let it go. I try not to curse. Like I talk, I try not to put that in the comments. The motherfuckers had me out. They said I put something up there that was distasteful and all this other shit, man. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't even get down like that in the comments.
This is why I was saying about that type of lane. That lane will get you jammed up. I told you that. Didn't I say that'll be the shit that take off? That'll be the shit that what you call it, man. I was like, look, man.
I already knew about
drag
it, but
you to fucking hell. Go ahead.
I already knew about it, but you know what? It was important that I touched on it, because I'm starting to see other people make videos. You know, other people with popular channels are making videos talking about that. You know, they named some of the names I did, and you know, I'm not gonna revisit it. You know, I said what I had to say then, but I will say, just the responses prove the point.
Mm-hmm.
And that point is, you know, a lot of people have been saying, man, that a lot of times those that are racist in white society, they like to have people that look like us say the shit that they can't say for fear of being called racist. And when I seen people saying, oh, Tate is right, I'm like, did you read the goddamn the tweet that he sent out? And it's like, oh, victim mentality and racism. That you know, here we go, y'all talking about racism. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, we didn't even say anything about that.
I knew they weren't gonna listen to it in this context. You know, they took little snippets of it, and I was like, dude,
yeah,
this is how you get screwed over, because they will take it and twist it to the point where they made it look like we were fucking idiots. I saw that one comment when he said, who's gonna tell them? As if we didn't know this motherfucker was half black.
That's what I'm saying.
And I was like, this is why I don't engage with these motherfuckers, man. They got me out here looking like a goddamn clown on some stupid shit because they don't want to watch the whole thing. And you got on there and said you didn't watch the whole thing in its entirety.
Right.
And like this is what trolls do. And that's why I was like, man, I don't want to get these fuckers bait. And they got us. They got us.
Yeah, I'm like,
you can't pick me up.
Yeah. Oh, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. But you know, hey, you know, like we got one subscriber because the dude, listen, he started to try. You know that. Oh, there's black. I'm like, brother, it's crime everywhere. If black folks disappeared, crime would still be through the goddamn roof. So why are
I'd
you
rather.
only focusing on one demographics crime, motherfucker?
That's what
You
pisses me
know,
off
so
because they get to pick and choose what they want to listen to and what they want to respond to, and it's like
that's it.
you taking little sound bites instead of listening to the whole fucking thing. You're like, oh, I see what they were trying to do, but now
Right.
you
There you
jumping
go.
in talking about oh they playing the victim mentality, and it was like, see, once you step into that, you leave
Yeah.
yourself open. You know, it's
Yeah.
like we went into a room and we left all our hands down, and motherfuckers just started stealing on us. You know, that's what it feel
Right.
like. Like y'all motherfuckers
Yeah.
coming out of the woodwork, taking everything out of context. If you clearly
Yeah.
watched the whole thing, we touched everything y'all saying, and y'all probably would found some serious talking points, but they don't want it. They want that shit.
Yeah.
They want to nitpick. They want to cherry pick on the shit that they see just a little bit. Oh, that's enough. I heard enough.
Yeah.
That ain't the whole thing, though. You got to take the whole fucking thing. It's a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing, man.
They don't want common ground, and I was actually shocked that we got the one dude. When the one dude was like, you know what, you absolutely right, man. You know, I was like, oh, all right, a genuine human fucking being here, man.
We
You
ain't
know, it's
forcing
like,
no opinion. We just saying this is what it is. It wasn't forced. It was just we talked about it, and all of a sudden, oh, if you ain't with Tate, you a hater. You know, you a racist if you ain't with Tate. And it's
yeah,
like,
victim
oh,
mentality.
God,
What
come
victim?
on.
Because we calling out this cat's ignorance with his own. So, but either way,
See?
man, like I said, a lot of the video, you know, a lot of people were talking about because it's a huge hustle, man. You
Mhm.
know, and for me, whether or not these people mean it or not, just the fact that you're doing this for money, for your own, like again, for your own people who really, man, ain't nobody. Black folks ain't bothering nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is, man. We ain't got to belabor the point. What
All
we
right.
got?
Oh
The
man,
debate.
I saw that Axel F.
The what?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't.
just
How was it?
Axel F. I'm not gonna watch it twice. I'll tell you that.
Got
one.
it.
Damn, here we go
there's-
again.
Man, all right. So, you know,
Damn.
of course, my conspiracy things just started running, man, because you know how they talk about they didn't clone these celebrities.
Yeah. You
Bro,
think
that
they
is
didn't
not
clone?
the same. That's not the same Eddie Murphy, man.
We
I'm
say that,
telling
but
you, like,
we've been saying that about all our greats, like Martin and all that stuff. Because I was, watched his last stand up and was just like, bruh, it's like tap out, and and now you got this this bullshit of dudes trying to come back, make a comeback or whatever, doing these remakes, and it's like enough already. Should have left it in the 80s or 90s. What was the last one? The 90s or whatever. Yeah, we didn't need another one,
90s.
but
He
he got that.
was rotten.
Yeah, he got that deal with Netflix, so I get it. He's still riding that Coming to America wave. I get it.
Did you guys see any interviews? I haven't seen it yet, but one of the interviews, we got to understand these cats been, a lot of these cats been doing this shit since the 80s and 90s, especially Eddie, the early 80s, and he said, man, yeah, the director told me, he said he wanted me to run down some steps and come and find a dude like this. And he said, man, cats forget I might look like Axel Foley. He said, but man, don't ask me to do shit you wouldn't ask Morgan Freeman to do. And I got it. Like cats is old.
He's old. Yeah.
If you look at Bad Boys, which was a great movie, man, I dug it. Martin still got it, but it's clear Martin. We think my wife said it. We think Martin might have had a stroke or something, man. Because the brother, like, even when you look at him, like for the promo, he kind of moving slow and Cats is old. You know what I mean? So, but the difference I think between Martin and Eddie seemed like he's phoning shit in these days, man. It's like, I got this check. People gonna watch it because it's me. Nobody's gonna really criticize me because people were afraid to criticize Coming to America too. We weren't.
It was trash.
That movie was trash.
It was trash.
As far as I'm concerned, the last thing that Eddie Murphy did that's been worthwhile probably in the last 20 years was fucking Dolomite.
And that to them was considered a flop. But I like Dolomite.
That shit was fire.
It was good.
But
That movie.
Other than that, like you said, that's it. He need to go and get behind the camera and stay from the front of the camera for a little bit and just transition a little bit. Because I don't know if I even want to see it, man. Like, a man already gave us the.
I mean, but how much of a stretch? Yeah, how much of a stretch is Eddie Murphy playing a gay comedian? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh?
So Dolomite was gay.
Yeah.
I already know where you're going with this. Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Hey.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
All right. Can we let's get into it.
Yeah,
man.
you're right. You're right.
let's get into it.
You know, because people still say shit like they won't say his name, but like Corey Holcomb always told me, yeah, motherfuckers was picking up down there on Sunset Boulevard, picking up them changelings. So I'm like, oh man, here we go, man. You know what we talking about. But anyway,
I'm telling you, you watch X Left and you'll be like, man, this he got a lot of like Mama Clump in him right now.
Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go. Yep. I got you.
Just watch it. Before we go, let me just say this. Look at Ed there doing. I'm just gonna say this one thing. People started seeing that shit when Boomerang came out. When Boomerang came out, I was sitting watching the movie like, this shit funny, but it's something not right about.
Early zest. Early zest. It was early zest. Like, dude, you out.
Was metrosexual before.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, this brother had the see-through shears.
The makeup. The
way he was. Even the way when homegirl left him with the money and he pulled the sheet up and was like, I said, oh, no, brother. And we was youngins. I'm like, okay. Yeah, man, I'm going to have to watch it now we're going to have to talk about this. Maybe Eddie don't want to. Maybe Mercury might. But we got to talk about this.
I don't bash other Eddies, man. I don't bash other Eddies, man.
We not bashing them.
Hit the gas, man. We ain't talking bad on him. I ain't got too many celebs I can rock with, man. I ain't got too many. I hold to a certain caliber. I don't have too many, man. They keep falling off. So
well, we got Eddie Griffin.
Yes. Yeah, we got
We got Eddie Griffin. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get to this fucking debate.
All right.
I was tweeting during it. I was like, I ain't watching it. I just watched the highlights. I ain't watching this shit. But
man, so if you guys seen the debates, man, there was a point where Trump said that the Mexicans was coming and taking all the black jobs. So what the fuck are black jobs?
Bro, cue all the TikTok fucking shorts for motherfuckers acting like they taking these black jobs, man. Hats off to my, Latino brothers and sisters who's making fun and joining in. And man, it's relentless, man. It's hilarious. But Mr. Sauce, can you give us some insight on what do you think he was talking about?
I know exactly what he was talking about. I don't know if any of you ever heard of Dr. Claude Anderson. If you haven't, just YouTube Dr. Claude Anderson and immigration. And his whole premise as far as that went was, that one or the other party was going to flood the country with illegals, and what it was going to do was it was going to make black people a permanent underclass. We wouldn't have the numbers, and just those jobs, those entry level jobs, which a person could walk into, they wouldn't be there for our people. And so, as ignorant as this motherfucker sounded up there, a lot of people was looking into what he was saying, and they might be making fun of this shit on TikTok and Twitter, but I mean, when you look at Chicago, for instance, it's 40,000. I'm just gonna say immigrants. I don't feel like getting into all this silly shit. 40,000 immigrants. It's more, but 40,000 came in. They said that Mayor Brandon Johnson spent about $400 million on them. Now, they put them all in black neighborhoods. They didn't put them anywhere else. They put them all in black neighborhoods. They were trying to put them in some of the Asian white. They weren't having it. If you can find all of these town halls on there where they're speaking up. Same thing up in New York, man. I think they didn't spent about $500 million. And what's happening it's just like he called out, man. They're bringing them over here for cheap labor. Because if you listen to um Biden's rebuttal, his half-ass rebuttal, because he wasn't there. They must have had a remote control or something that was controlling his mouth, because that motherfucker was gone. But he said we got this is the reason why we got the number one economy in the world. It's the reason why our economy's booming. He's attributing that to these immigrants that he's bringing over. They're giving them a fast track. So that's what he was talking about. Of course, he added Hispanics in there, but his whole premise was that, they're coming in and, he's a ruffian and he can't really speak, but they're taking over these entry level jobs, which somehow are black jobs. And he also mentioned, you had to listen closely, but he said he wanted to use them as a new voting base. That's what the point was. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I get what people are. I understand why people are reading into it a different way, but if you've had to have you've had to have your finger on the pulse of a lot of different things and hear what a lot of people been saying who studied this. Because Dr. Claude Anderson's had a think tank for years. He used to work in D.C. He worked for a few presidential administrations, and his whole thing. He wrote a book called uh, um, not it was not Black Spark White Fire. I forget what it is, but he wrote a few books that talked about this. About black folks getting their shit together, or are you going to be a permanent underclass? And this whole thing was about this. He was talking about this in the '90s, and so here it is. You're seeing this, especially now that you got they saying what almost 30% of brothers. It's like, yeah, fuck that. We're not voting for the Democrats. They will not do anything specifically for black people, and so that's what it is, man. They're seeing that their numbers are down real low, man. And so that's what he was hitting on. It just didn't come out the right way. Like,
He said what he said it exactly how he
no,
meant
no,
it.
you
He
had to,
said it.
brother, listen, you had to watch it. It was almost like,
But what is a black job? Why can't he just say they're taking jobs?
because that was the question. The question was, they brought it up to Biden about how black people were unhappy. And Biden says, well, that's not true. If you ask black people, they'll tell you they're real happy with what I've done. Um, they're supporting me. He really couldn't give an answer as to why we're happy or why we're supporting them, and that was his rebuttal. It was about the black voter base and black support, and I get it. But if you listen to Trump, this motherfucker sound like he had a month to prepare for a test and started studying the night before. Uh, he told a shit ton of lies, but what he was spot on about, he was spot on. Just like Biden, this motherfucker, either he wasn't there or he was telling lies. Did he tell some truth? Yes, but he was lying also. You know, Jasmine Crockett says, Trump didn't he didn't make medications and things like this more affordable. That was my legislation that made insulin more affordable, because Trump said, we got the cost of medications down or whatever like that. Well, she said that he was lying. So a brother by the name of Tim Black, he went on the Wayback Machine, because he said he went to the White House website, or White House whatever .gov, blah 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 blah, and he was looking at executive orders under Trump. He said, and they had deleted a lot of this shit. They scrubbed it, but he went on the Wayback Machine and he found where Trump did sign 4 executive orders, and one of them was to lower the price of insulin to like $35, and to lower the price of the EpiPens, but they scrubbed it. They freezed it. They said that what he was saying was Biden froze that shit like 2 days in. And so he said what it looked like was they cherry picked some of the good shit and made people sign their names to it. So it's a lot of shit that got fact checked that he wasn't lying about, but then it was certain shit. They asked him questions. One of the main ones was like, yo, if you lose, will you accept the results of the election? Yes or no? They had to ask this motherfucker that 4
See,
times.
this is why we try to keep it at just this question, because I didn't want to have a whole debate on their debate. I just want to know just this segment about the fucking black job and the whole memes that's going on right now. I understand you giving us context about exactly where it was coming from, where it was stemming from, but I can never, considering his shit is rooted in some other stuff, even if it does come out a little bit sideways, a little bit wonky, his roots are, both of them are too embedded. That's why I just wanted to focus on what he said and what is trending right now, because motherfuckers are going, getting interviewed like, hey, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm going to my black job.
Well, you got to make fun of him. You also absolutely, but you also got to understand a lot of them motherfuckers didn't watch a lot of them didn't watch the debate. There's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. They said these ratings were shitty. This is the same reason why turnout isn't going to be what everybody think is going to be, because everybody is like anybody but who's running. Anybody else is like the slogan that's trending right now. Anybody but them. There was
a guy. He said that they asked him if he watched it. Professional guy. He said, I watched 5 painful minutes of that shit.
Yeah.
Before I had to cut it off. He was a Democrat because he said that. But let me. I know we're not to get into this whole thing, but Biden was so fucking gone. He said he started stumbling. He said, yeah, and we beat Medicare. They was like, time, President Trump. And they kept doing that when this motherfucker started stumbling. He would be like, and this, that, and other. Here's the facts. He's lying. And
what's that shit
time,
called?
President Trump.
When the sun go down, they start drifting.
Sundowners. Yeah.
That's it.
And that's it, man. It's like, man,
I don't know,
man.
Motherfuckers
in the morning, but go ahead.
I don't know if it's sundowners, but shit, and he ain't been the same since Billy Porter kissed his ass.
You said that boy contracted something. Yeah,
he might have, man.
We got the West
might be syphilis.
Yeah,
West
foul. The West foul. But look, the West foul.
They ain't gonna play this.
That boy might be part of the beehive. No, listen. So I get it. I'm not gonna defend him on that. I'm just saying there has to be context, especially people like to jump on memes. Now, what I'm shocked about is what 7 black motherfuckers sat in the barbershop and let him say, yeah, black people, my supporters really went up because of my mugshot, and and I'm like, you had
y'all up on that.
I'm like, you had to hear motherfuckers talk about you saying that shit a few months back. Yeah. You had, and you're gonna say it again.
I got street cred now.
Yeah,
that's why the blacks like me, because they harassing me like you was telling motherfuckers, I'll pay your bail to kick these motherfuckers' asses and shit. Go ahead, fuck them up in these rallies and shit. But now, you slumming it now. I don't know too many brothers who able to do what we're doing. They got like over 30-something felonies.
There you go.
How the hell you get up there booted and suited and be able to speak your piece as if you're not a convicted felon, bruh? You got a rap sheet.
But these dudes just sat there, man, and I'm like, at what fucking point do you have a backbone and you speak up for your fucking self and say, hey, you could be, hey, Mr. Trump, listen, look, that ain't got nothing to do. Your support is because this motherfucker need to be in a nursing home. All right, it ain't got nothing to do with a fucking mug shot, and that's a bad stereotype that you playing on.
He the type that'll say that and then show up at a barbershop in a Confederate wrapped Cybertruck. What's up, homies? That's the shit he's on, man. He got blinders on. He's at that age where he really don't have to give a fuck, and that's the American way. These cats, they eat that shit up. Trump don't take no shit.
I don't even think. I think
just like us. Is he?
I
Is
think
he?
I don't think that I honestly don't even think that's the tell of the tape with him. I think the cat playing a game. They got audio of him saying, like in the '90s, that if he was if he was to run for office, he would go as a Republican because the motherfuckers is stupid and they believe anything that he says. And goddamn, if he wasn't lying.
I mean, now it's one of those like he got to run and win because he got Johnny Law on his ass. He already convicted.
He ain't gonna lose, man. Especially when you got a fucking majority conservative fucking
Yeah,
Supreme
just
Court
like we thought he
6-3.
couldn't. A lot of folks thought he couldn't win. No, a lot of folks thought he couldn't get convicted.
Yeah,
He
but
got
no,
convicted,
right,
but I'm just saying it's a possibility that some other shit. Because once you lose that shine, you lose that glow, you can't do those favors, and
man.
that's why he was in place. I hate to beat this issue, but to go a little bit further, you saw what happened the day after with Jared Kushner. His debt got paid. How many billions he got from
Oh
over in the
yeah.
Middle East or whatever? It's about those deals.
Oh,
That's all.
absolutely.
It's about him
So,
being
so,
able
so
to, scratch my back. That quid pro quo. That's his thing. That's what he wanted. Fuck
let me,
race.
yeah, let me tell you something. Exactly.
Yeah, it ain't about race. It's
Right.
bigger than that shit.
And see that I'm glad you said that because that's what I was getting at. That's why I said he's playing a game because these po motherfuckers that's out in the backwoods and the bitch that said, "Yeah, I'm blind, ain't nothing gonna happen to me." They're not. It's like they're not seeing that. This cat's an elitist, man. That's why
That's it.
the top 10% got they only paying what 23% taxes
Yes.
down
Yes.
from like what 35 I want to say
Yes. And
income
that's
tax,
and
and
that
he's
goes
gonna
to
do
my
it
point.
again.
Yeah, if he can't make those deals, who gonna, it's like, dude, what are you here for?
Yeah,
If you can't, and that's why Mitch McConnell was sitting back, like, watch this motherfucker go. Watch him go while me and my wife make this money over here with these damn contracts and shit. They
right,
need him as a figurehead because he's a distraction, but also he's cutting fucking deals for everybody.
absolutely,
I get if you in the 1%, you love Trump. Hell yeah,
yeah,
he's great for business if you in the 1%. But everything under that, you kind of fuck. That's all. It
right.
ain't about race. It's about
And
business.
yeah, and first of all, look, he's gonna win. They right now the latest articles talking about Biden is just now considering stepping down when he should have been doing that shit about 6-7 months ago. It's 4 months to the election. Okay, they ain't got anybody up there. They talking about Newsom. First of all, nobody wants Kamala. If they run Newsom, they just gonna look at California the way the fuck it's being ran now, and they're gonna be like, hell no. Um, and if Biden decides to run, he's gonna lose. They already, like I said, the Supreme Court just dropped that 6-3 ruling that a president is immune for anything they do in an official capacity.
Like I said,
So it's like
we'll see how
that's
this shit
subjective
shakes
to the
out.
motherfucker. What is an official capacity? So we gonna see, man. But I just it has to be a little context with that because it's like people jumping on the memes and shit. I get what he was saying. It's just an ignorant motherfucker saying it, man. Real ignorant.
Oh,
I'm like, oh,
all right, old man. Let's get off
let's get it.
Orange Julius
The Orange
and,
Julius.
and all the other crazy shit that that come out his mouth. That's going to come out his mouth. This is only the first debate.
They're gonna be in the comments. We God damn it.
Shit, I don't know if there's gonna be more debates, man.
We'll see.
Well,
Bruh.
that's
Lost
how
in
he's saying it
space.
may not be. Yeah.
Yeah, you see this shit, man. What the fuck is Boeing doing, man? I mean, God, you done left your
Fucking
people
up all the
stranded.
way around.
Boeing been fucking up. Don't nobody want to get on their planes. And now these two motherfuckers can't get home.
They can't get home. They were like, oh, they'll be home. Well, hold on. What was that? Just then. Yeah, they're stuck up there indefinitely. Until further notice. We'll get back to you on that. You know how fucked up that is, man?
When is Dr. Umar opening that school? I will bring him home.
That's some cold shit,
Oh,
man.
God damn, man.
I'm saying, fuck that. Call Elon and be like, hey, man, can you get our people back? Please.
Yeah. Can y'all
Can you
stop
do
by
something,
there on
man?
the way?
Yeah. Can you swing SpaceX over there, to the left a little bit and pick up the people?
I couldn't imagine being in fucking orbit and the motherfucker tell me I can't come home and I'm supposed to.
Yeah, you stuck. It's like a fucking movie. Go ahead, old man. What are your thoughts on this one, man?
Wasn't this one of the last deals that U.S. and Russia had together, where
Yep.
Russia used to provide the transportation back and forth to the International Space Station?
Yeah.
Like,
He said, "Fuck that."
This is fucking crazy, man. But I don't feel bad for him, man. Like, motherfucker, you took a trip to space. Fuck you. Like, if you do some crazy shit, not everybody's gonna come to your rescue. That's just it.
Damn.
It's just
damn.
Yeah.
No,
that's where you at.
I don't
with
feel
it,
bad
man?
for you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Hey,
Motherfuckers, I feel the same way about these motherfuckers in space as I do about people that want to go and climb fucking Everest and lose their fucking feet and be up there talking about somebody rescue me. I feel the same way about these motherfuckers going spelunking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
all of them.
Hey, Cuddy,
you want to go and do some crazy shit? This is like you got to expect somebody crazy to come and rescue you too. Man, fuck off. That's
how many times do we see these stories? How many times do we see these stories and 2-3 motherfuckers die trying to save one motherfucker?
Yeah.
All the time.
We talk about that with the sat phones. Yeah. You like Tank said, man. You know how long it take to put together a team? Get that motherfucker, man. And I'm sure that I know Boeing is like, man, our stock is like 50 cents right now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
We got people stuck. Our planes ain't doing what they're supposed to do. They told them, y'all can't even put those in the air anymore. Just ground those until further notice. And now they got people actually stuck up at ISS.
Wasn't that they shit falling apart in the sky? They playing?
Yes, that was them.
See, Boeing.
This is bad for the brand,
man.
But there's nothing you can do about it, man. Boeing controls most of the aviation industry. I mean, like it's the majority of shit in the air is Boeing. And the life cycle of planes is like 75 years. So, it's not like you're going to be like, I'm going to quit flying Boeing because you're just going to quit flying. And these planes are going to be there for a long fucking time. They're just going to pull the engines out, throw new engines in and redo the interior. But that plane is going to be in the air for the next foreseeable future. So you can't avoid this shit.
And this is what we talk about going back to contracts. Boeing had the market corner. They get these fucking contracts and they locked in for X amount of years.
Yeah.
And now they got their people stuck. And just think if the worst happens, man, what would that do to the brand? If they were like, we just can't get them. Seriously, like if they can't get them, like if there is no contingency plan.
I don't think they can do any worse. I don't think they stock the brand can't get any worse. The motherfuckers might be up there stuck eating toothpaste food and shit and fucking until the food run out and the lights run out.
It's only so long you could say we just friends. You stuck up there and they hit you with an indefinite. Like, look, man, you married, I'm married.
Man,
we stuck in space. We ain't got shit else to do. It's time to explore, each other, and I think our significant others will, I think they'll understand because I got the call saying I ain't coming home no time soon. So,
right.
Or ever. So I don't know how that shit gonna play out, man.
I'm like, bitch, listen, you ain't got no choice.
We gotta go. That's some cold shit.
Some space rape? What are we talking about here?
The motherfuckers start going batty up there. The motherfuckers start going batty up there after a minute. Hey, bitch, listen.
That was some creepy ass shit, Sauce. You was like, man, she ain't got no choice.
She ain't got no choice. Hey, bitch, it's just you and me here. Both our legs don't work.
Look,
don't try and float off too far.
They in this $1 trillion machine or whatever. I'm sure there's cameras everywhere and microphones. They was like, did he just say what I think he said? Gas them. Gas them both now. Hit the gas button.
Let me tell you something, man. I didn't watch every fucking movie about space stations. And that crazy motherfucker will break them cameras. I see you going to the other end. I'm floating right after you. With a hard dick in space.
Space great. Tank, please hit the button, man. This dude is on one. I didn't even think of taking no shit there. He was like, she ain't got no.
She ain't got no. Look, you get stuck there with a motherfucker that's good. Like, he probably just be sitting there like. She just be looking up. He's staring at her. That brings a whole new meaning to Sunshine Pussy. Nang. Shout out to my boy. Right. And he just floating after.
Hey.
Like Pepe Le Pew and shit was.
Oh my God.
So I want to throw a fun fact out there before we get off this topic.
All right.
So we all remember watching the Challenger blow the fuck up. All right.
Yes, in school. Yes.
Yeah. That space shuttle was built by Rockwell International, which is now Boeing.
Wow.
Damn.
They got the market.
There is no getting rid of this company out of aviation. I'll tell you that right now.
There's no downside then. Okay. Okay.
Well, they trying to
fact.
they like every other company, man, and what they doing, all jokes aside, is they're looking at what's going to be cost effective. They don't want to pay for new shit. They're going to refurbish shit as much as they can.
Mm-hmm.
Put the shine-all on some shit and some spit and some tape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cover up the ditty, Yeah. And sell it to somebody else. That's all. But
if we got problems going to low orbit and these motherfuckers said they went to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't believe that shit. It's a new movie coming out about that shit.
Really?
It's got Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson. It's about the space race. And so they fabricate the whole shit, right? And you hear them say, we should have brought Stanley Kubrick in. Which if you know he made that a Space Odyssey 3000 or some shit, a lot of people said that he filmed the moon landing in the studio. Yeah. That's what this shit is about, man. Come on, man. You telling me and motherfuckers didn't even have cell phones back then, but they can make it to the moon. Now we can do some Jetson shit this is some Jetson shit what we doing. This is the Jetsons. We talking to each other. We can see each other. But these motherfuckers can't make it back to the moon. They having trouble in low. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. How you can't replicate the super soldier serum, baby?
Just saying.
We get off this space grape. We got to move, man. We got to move. This motherfucker.
Let's get off of there, man. I'm telling you, I've seen these horror movies, man. They get savage up in there, man. Motherfuckers start going crazy after 6 months and toothpaste running out and shit. Ain't nothing to eat. Motherfuckers be in there looking like corn. You see that movie Quarantine and shit?
Yeah, that was crazy.
2 demonic motherfucking skinny white people up there just floating around and shit. I feel for them, though. I hope they get home to their families, man.
Yeah,
I really do. That's some savage shit.
Fuck them.
Go ahead, old man. Go ahead. We know where you stand. Go ahead.
Yeah,
man.
we know where you stand. I hope they ain't got I hope it ain't no rescue, but I hope they get home.
Usually they pick like motherfuckers that are doctors and shit to go up there. Some engineers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You imagine spending all that time in school, and then somebody coming to your ass and saying, "Hey, we have this new Boeing plane that wants to go out to the International Space Station. You want to go?"
Right. No.
After all this shit that's been in the news, you gonna hop on some Boeing shit and take a trip. You made
your point, man. They went up to space on fucking Spirit. So
that's what I was just about to say. Oh, that's
all I'm saying. It's like, considering everything that went down, do they deserve a rescue? No. At a certain point, you done did some dumb shit and got your ass caught up.
You gonna blame it on them for the malfunction, for Boeing's malfunction?
I'm gonna blame them for putting themselves in that situation.
I got you.
You know how fucked up Boeing is before you got on that thing. And look at it. Yeah, half that shit is tinfoil. I ain't getting on that shit.
Just like those millionaires who got into that thing to look at the Titanic.
Oh man, man.
It is. You signed up for it. Yeah, you signed up for it.
When they said they went down there, I was like,
and
he took his son.
Yeah, when didn't you say that the Navy heard the boom?
They heard the boom.
It was like, oh, shop.
My
It was
bad.
like,
My bad.
fuck. Did you hear that? You know I heard that shit.
Come on, Cuddy, don't do
What
that.
we gonna tell the people? Man, let's call the boss.
Listen. When they said he was driving that shit with a PlayStation controller,
man,
and not even the PS5,
man, and they wasn't even bullshitting. That's what it was. It was like a fucking yep.
He had a PS3 controller. He's sitting there.
Oops, I lost signal.
Listen, I'm just saying, man. The only person I feel bad for is the son.
Yeah,
because the son told his dad, "Hey, motherfucker, I don't want to go."
But Pop said it's a flex. I got this money, and I want my boy to go with me.
Right?
You know, we gonna have this experience together. You know, because I'm rich, you rich. Let's be rich together. I
ain't laughing at this shit, man.
All right, let's go, man.
That's
we taking a turn. I didn't mean to bring that one up, but that's I know, but that's enough.
You ain't laughing at that.
No, after I've been trying to get out of here since the space break.
I ain't laughing at that.
That's true.
No, because the child died on there, man.
Yeah.
And we don't like when these motherfuckers make light of Kobe's situation.
Right.
The child died in his arms. Man.
Right on.
Some simple motherfuckers went down in a tuna.
Go ahead,
tuna
man.
game. Let's go. Motherfuckers went down and.
Yeah, man. This
paying
come
all
on,
that
man.
money to die.
More craziness, man. Fucking these fucking cops.
What's the deal behind this?
Bruh. Cop speeding on his way to a call or whatever. He ended up crashing, killing 2. And in the process, he had homeboy in the back.
Yeah.
And then nobody know until they went to go pull, to do the crime scene investigation or whatever to pull out the wreckage. They realized, old buddy in the back seat behind the cage.
I feel bad because this the mother and son that died, man. She was 53. I want to say he was 16. He was driving, and he was just backing out, man. And this cat was, which they said is against protocol to respond to an incident when you got somebody in the back.
Yep.
But they don't know who the fuck this dude is. They don't know why he was in the back. So I'm like, is this some?
Yeah.
You got Billy Porter in the back.
With the gimp.
Yeah.
You got Billy in the back.
Duck down. Just duck down. And this motherfucker back, he wrecked. And you imagine, man, you in this car accident, man, and everybody then got the scene all taped off or whatever, and you feel the fucking back of your shit lift up because they towing it out, and you pop your head up. The motherfucker's like, hold on, man, time out. There's a dude back there.
Yeah.
And he's fucked up.
Fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, after the fact, not during, the whole investigation. They got the cop out, not even thinking to check the back seat.
Yeah. Because ain't nothing comfortable. I watch those cop cam videos and shit. They sit them on that hard plastic.
If you over damn near, if you over 5'10" or whatever, you getting in that cop car and you sideways.
Yeah.
Most cars you sideways because of that damn cage. You know what I mean? You're not sitting straight, straight back or whatever. So yeah, he's in a bad position off rip. And then when that shit get compacted from the fucking car accident, shit.
You and that motherfucker like.
And who knows if he even had a seatbelt on?
He probably didn't.
Just get your ass in back.
He probably was giving them problems and shit. He was like, fuck you. I'm gonna leave the seatbelt off. I'm gonna take you for a rough ride. Hit a few potholes.
But it goes to that cop and his mentality of, I got to get some action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, so-and-so in trouble. Let me, try to make it across town and help out my brother. And yeah, not even like you said, breaking all kind of protocols. Now, give me a scenario on how this shit's gonna play out with the lawsuit.
Oh, I think all 3 of them about to get paid. I think them 2 and the motherfuckers back. I think the family of these 2. Go ahead, Cuddy.
Nah, I'm just saying he broke all kind of protocol.
Okay.
You got a suspect in the back and you still responding to calls? Get the fuck on out of here.
Right. Right. Like he like, I'm trying to get as many as I can today.
That's fucking crazy, man. I was like, hold on, man. Time out. What now? Kill
That's
2.
That's what I'm saying, man. Some of these cats, man, you really wonder, what the fucking level of critical thinking is, man. Like you killed 2 people because you trying to be super cop.
Yeah. You trying to be everything to everybody. Like,
Right.
dude, just focus on what you got at, go take old boy in and then respond to the other call. Ain't no need to be doing all that extra shit. Like, oh, ain't nobody gonna know he in the back.
Those protocols are in place for a reason, man, so that shit like this doesn't happen. That family can't get their mom and this young man back.
Right.
Right. And homeboy, he alive who was in the back. He just got fucked up a little bit, but look at this shit, man. And he had to be going fast than a motherfucker to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and they said that nobody heard any lights or sirens.
Oh. They're gonna go through this neighborhood and check all the ring cameras and be like, oh, we don't see no lights.
I'm telling you, Ben Crump, thick tongue Ben Crump finna eat this shit up. They paid it, but no light. None.
Yeah. They got so many devices to tell on you too. I remember this was 20-some years ago. They started installing these sort of like black boxes in emergency vehicles where they could tell how hard you take corners, how hard you brake, how fast you accelerate, and whether or not your lights and sirens are on. So, they had devices telling those motherfuckers 20-some years ago. This dude is fucked. This dude really, he done messed up. Okay. Hey, bro, you didn't risk the lives of everybody for what? What the fuck was you gonna do when you get there? You gonna leave that suspect in the back of your car? Where you going and try to foil a bank robbery? The fuck you think you are, Axel F?
He'll probably end up somewhere else, man. But hopefully not. I don't know if you guys have seen him, man. The officer that shot Tamir Rice, man, he had to resign from police department he was at because people been in his motherfucking ass as they should be. But again, this is sad, man. Mom and son gone, and it's like what the fuck else can you say about it?
Shit. Fucked up situation. I did a quick round robin. Hey man, we could shake and bake.
Yeah, let's get it. Rest in peace, man.
Here you go. This one was just like, man, come on, man. You can't even work on a fucking car, man. Like, motherfucker, I need help. The fucking jack been slipped and you robbed me while I'm dying.
God damn,
robbing a dead man was the best plan because a dead man never ran.
Shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, his wife called him. He came to fix the car, man, and his jack slipped. And they said they don't know if he died immediately or if he was slowly crushed to death. But what they know is the motherfuckers went in his pockets. I want to know where this was at. This shit had to be Compton.
I think it was Arizona. Yeah, I think it was Arizona. Yeah, that's some cold shit, man.
Yeah,
that's some cold fucking shit. You see a motherfucker down there stuck up under a car, and first thing you think of is go in his pockets.
Yeah, and then they stole the fucking car. I mean, them was some sorry motherfuckers. Cause like she said, the daughter said that they stole the car. She said, they stole the fucking car. We don't care about the car. My dad is gone, and she's like, you would think that they would have called somebody, but they robbed him. Yeah, they didn't even know that he was fucking dead.
Regardless, you fucking around with a corpse, anything, man. You don't come on. Somebody up under a car.
I hope some creep show shit happened to them ninjas.
Yeah, I hope that motherfucker haunt their ass for the rest of their lives, man. Y'all don't get to sleep peaceful for the rest of y'all lives, man.
Yeah, you like that? Remember the creep show when the motherfucker the hitchhiker?
Yeah.
Can I have a ride? He woke up in the bed. Can I get a ride?
Yeah, for life.
For life.
I don't think that haunting happens the way we think it does.
You help me with my check.
Nah, man, but I'm a strong believer in karma, man. That shit gonna come back on these motherfuckers for that shit. That's just too. I done seen some low down shit, but this.
Yeah, that's some low down shit.
That's some. Man. Come on, man. Damn.
Come on now. We all saw OJ before he passed. He looked well rested and financially stable. Karma don't work the way it should.
we don't know. We don't know.
But
that,
man, we don't know if the Jews did it, man. The evidence speaks to the contrary. No, the Jews did that shit. No, he did. No, he didn't.
Jews did that.
I listened to a whole bunch of shit. The Jews didn't do that shit, man. The shit don't even make sense.
Let the Jews rest. And you know there's a backlash.
Rest in peace, Jews.
They gave him a shout out at the BET Awards or whatever, and there's a whole backlash behind.
I wouldn't have gave him a shout out because OJ said he was OJ. He wasn't black. He was OJ. So I wouldn't have gave him a shout out. But OJ ain't do that shit, man. Fuck that.
Hey, man, BET Awards ain't black either. That company ain't been black owned since like the late 90s.
No,
it ain't fucking BET Awards no more. It's the EVT Awards.
That's what they said. It was bad, man.
It was bad.
I seen Sexy Red and I said, "Oh shit, get it, sexy." My nerve disease all everywhere.
Let it go, man. Back to the brother who passed away. Rest in paradise.
Yeah, man.
Sorry for that.
Sorry for that, man. And you know.
Yeah, that's
y'all sorry motherfuckers. I hope y'all face a life full of poverty for that shit.
I hope y'all wake up every day and stub y'all fucking toe every day for the rest of y'all lives, man.
I hope y'all wake up and look in the mirror and see him
every day.
Just standing there like, yeah, I want my, and he's saying I want my $20 back. Every time y'all look in the mirror, I want my motherfucking money back.
Yeah.
Or I'm not leaving.
I hope y'all cut the corners of both of y'all, the sides of your mouth for the rest of your life. I hope it just irritates for the rest of your fucking life.
I hope y'all motherfuckers get that crust up in here that hurt for the rest of your life. That shit the light-skinned brothers get, that your nose feel up in here for the rest of your life, motherfucker.
Rest in shit to y'all.
Yeah.
Rest in shit. That was some shitty ass. Oh, that's some cold shit, man. Motherfucker pent up under his car, and y'all go and Debo his ass.
I hope a veneer tech fuck y'all up.
Hope they put y'all shit in backwards.
Right. Hope they use the cheapest shit possible.
God, some gorilla
floor tile.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, man. Let's bring it on, man.
Yeah, what we got, man?
Oh shit, I forgot about this motherfucker, man. Did you check this shit out, man? How that pump and dump?
They said they said they don't know if it was actually 300 million though. Either way, it was a lot of fucking money.
It was well over 6-7 figs, man. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. What did they say? What, 30 minutes? How fast was it? Was it 30 minutes?
30 minutes. Yeah. I'm like,
damn.
I want to get in on one of these motherfuckers.
It's Tank will explain all that shit to me, and I'll be like, okay, I got it. For that 20 minutes we've been talking, I'll have it. And then like an hour later, it's gone. But these motherfuckers got in, created a fake crypto, and used that name.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, motherfuckers like, ooh, let me get in on the ground floor because 50 hot right now.
Hacked his account.
Yeah, and used his official thing. He was like, look, time out. That ain't me. I don't know what y'all did. That ain't me. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Y'all figure that out. But he was like, shit, these motherfuckers. Then he's kind of like, can't knock the hustle. These motherfuckers got in and got out.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Mr. Old Man, about them doing this, using celebrities as their fall guy?
Shit. I don't know if it's more their fall guy or just the person that puts a little bit of credibility to some bullshit. It's no different than what's his name, Tom Brady did. Yeah.
All
so
celebrities,
a lot of people want to associate quick get rich quick schemes with a celebrity. And
I think they picked the perfect patsy. Yeah, they get rich, die trying.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right.
Shit, they picked the right one.
Yeah,
but
because
I didn't
50
think
was
it was
one of the
gonna take
early
off like
adopters
that.
in crypto.
Yeah, he took payment for, I think, did he sell an album or something? He took Bitcoin or something. Yeah, he took a lot.
It was Animal Ambition. They said
That's
it was
it.
like 700 bitcoins or some shit.
Some shit like that. So yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah, gotta be careful. Shit is never what you think it is.
Right.
I was like, this
Yeah,
shit
but it's
is
crazy because it
gangster.
came from his Twitter account too, right? They hacked his Twitter.
They hacked him.
So
They hacked him. It gotta be real. It's on X. It gotta be real.
Oh, bro, and then
you ain't getting none
that's
of
the
that.
thing. Like, if you're not in some of these crypto things, like from the beginning, 30 minutes is a long fucking time of crypto. It is.
Apparently, a whole bunch of mining, and God dang, they got in and got out. They pumped that shit up and was like, yeah, sell that shit, and cashed out.
The nerds killing the game, man.
That part, they the new gangsters.
The nerds is the gangsters, man. Shit, them smart motherfuckers, man.
Remember, in our time, it was the D boys. Now it's the scammers.
Now it's the scammers.
Motherfuckers doing all kind of shit. That was like, you could do that? Hell yeah, Omni, all these cats, all kind of shit that we actually can use. Like dude said, it was like, motherfucker, back in the day, motherfucker stole shit you can actually use.
Yeah, Omi made millions. Some other motherfuckers made millions with the cable service.
Yes.
And think about it. That ain't even no new shit. Remember when, them little beige cable boxes?
With the switch in the middle. Yeah.
Premium one, premium two. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about they had a little remote. The remote was the same as the top. It was in motherfuckers would get that chip put in them motherfuckers.
Hot boxing.
Yeah.
The original hot box. Oh yeah.
We gotta get with the motherfucker who knew the chip. But you get you all the channels and shit. Unlike me, I used to sit and watch all the blurry shit because I used to, motherfucking, I don't want to dream about getting paid. I used to sit up there and watch that shit like, yeah, fuck it. I know what the dialogue is. But yeah, so you figure now the fact that these guys got subscription services, the cable and fire sticks,
the credit card motherfuckers are making credit cards.
Come on, man.
Got chicks going in, running up these cards and shit, opening up these fake ass accounts, especially during fucking COVID.
Yeah.
All that damn PPE money and shit. Come on, man. So many fucking LLCs got started and got all these loans, and come on, man. They ain't paid none of that shit back.
None.
Now they coming for them. But yeah, that's another hustle.
Oh, they on the ass, yeah.
Yeah, but scamming is the new D-boys on top of selling dope.
Did you see the video where the youngin walked up on the girls? They ask them, it's like the street shit. They ask them questions, and they asked the girls. They said, "Who would you rather be with? A drug dealer, a scammer, or a 9-to-5 cat?" None of them bitches said 9 to 5.
They all want the scammers.
Handful said drug dealer. All them bitches said they want the scammers.
Scammers. Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Because these scammers are the new tricks.
Yep.
Because these are the ones. This is that whole. Before you do anything for me, I need you to cash at me.
Yep.
That's the scammers. Them motherfuckers are doing that shit, giving these girls, racks on the first date. Like, hold on, man. We going to Ruth Chris on the first date? Where do we go from here? If that's the first date, like, God damn.
Nowhere else. We going to bed after this. That's where we going next.
And then you going back to Instagram, ho.
There you go. Right. Cats ain't cold like we was in our.
Nah, not at all.
Wifing the bitch. Bitch, I bought you a Birkin. You mine.
We grew up on Willie D. We'd take a chick to a chicken fight.
You about to get this Hennessy and Taco Bell? But think about it. That's why these girls like, I ain't finna be like my mama and them. Yeah, you are.
You're gonna cash at me if I call you and I tell you I'm at the grocery store or I'm at the mall. Wouldn't it be a gentleman thing to do for you to cash at me a couple racks? Like, I don't know you. I don't. Why would I give you $1,000 and we just talking?
They try to hustle you. Man, look, me and Tank was sitting in Papados in Texas. And this babe I knew, she tried to pole mouth. And I was on the phone. I was like, what's going on? She said, no, I don't want to say nothing. I said, no, what's going on, baby? She said, I'm behind on my rent. I said, oh, word? I said, how much is your rent? She said, $1,000. I said, hey, baby, good luck with that. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
And the girl, it was a girl next to her, was like, damn, you can't help her because she heard me talking to him. Tank. I was like, yeah, I ain't helping if I wasn't married, I would buy. Look, man, it's a good
this
thing.
This is why we in the situation we are with our folks now, because we couldn't. I'm no good out here in these streets. I couldn't function in today's society with this shit. Talk about cash out, click.
Yeah, hello? Y'all don't need me in the game. I'm Venom. Y'all don't need me in the game. Eddie,
yeah, come on, man.
Buy you something
on the first date.
Dick. That's all you get.
We only going to this place. We ain't going shopping first. Shopping for what? Condoms? What are you talking about?
Right. Yeah.
But again, it goes back to these scammers. They got money they didn't earn. Yeah, they don't give a shit, and they'll trick it off on these girls. Right. Like, yeah, I'll give you $1,000, to get you right, so we can go out on our date. I'm paying you to come out with me, so I can keep paying and take you out to dinner and the club, whatever else. Get us a section, all that other bullshit.
It's prostitution, man.
That's all it is.
It's whoring, man. I mean,
that's it.
If a motherfucker flying you out, bitch, somebody got to give you $1,000 to get you to kick it. You's a whore. And I'll say this: a lot of them.
That's simple. That's all it is.
It's a whore.
That's it.
A lot of them own up to the shit. A lot of them feel like, why be with a dude and struggle? I can't knock their hustle.
Right.
But don't get old and have these babies and come back to these same dudes that were struggling is now cracking it, popping it off. Because, they did right by themselves, and now it's, hey, big head. I always like, nah, bitch, and titty sagging a little lower. That's why you wear
look like stomped out brains.
Now you want to settle down because you didn't got ran down.
Right.
I'm cool.
You ain't wearing Victoria's Secret no more. You got on Nike sports bras, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, your stomach look like 2 wet paper bags.
That's random.
Your stomach look like some dry ramen noodles before they get crunched up, bitch.
Yeah, you walk around here with somebody else's fuck trophies. Trying to have somebody take care of your 6 kids.
It's like, don't trust them if they know how to make a hell of a sandwich.
Right.
Like, you eating another man's sandwich.
Hey, big head. Nah, bitch, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
But see,
keep it pushing. My man said he drove past a chick, drove past his ex or whatever. She's like, what you doing down my block? He's like, I just wanted to come see how bad you doing. What he rode up in his new Audi. I was like, that's player. That's how you do it.
All I know is before I got fat for the second time, man.
Go ahead.
I'm going to lose this shit once again.
And watch him come out. I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been hiding? That's stupid shit.
Let me tell you something. I remember going back home. But just didn't age well, man.
No,
I remember seeing
exactly.
I remember seeing motherfuckers like, ooh, I dodged a bullet. I dodged the Draco fool with a drum. Tank, we got to talk about this offline because she a good girl, but the motherfucker didn't age well.
Hey,
man,
man.
Bro, you talking about like 30 different girls right now.
Right. But you right. I think you know who one. Yeah.
Corey Holcomb said, you don't want to be with a chick that you got to explain, like, man, back in 94. Kids. She was a baby. But, shit happens. Life be life. But
life be life.
You should have seen her in the 90s. She was a bad mother.
Man, listen. Bitch, let that stress get to her. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's some chicks I know that motherfuckers look like champions to this day. But they didn't have all them kids and, they was working out and in the street. That's one bitch. I'm like, ooh, but you still fun.
It's a lot of them, time wasn't kind,
No, it wasn't. No, a few crushes. I was like,
so you say you a grandma now, and you look like one. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Back off me, bitch, before I mace you like why Charleston white your ass with this pepper jack.
All right, fam.
What we got, man? What's that? We got the my ass. So y'all got to tell me what this one is, man. Because I went to look
wanted
for
you
it.
to
All I
read
saw
this.
was
I saw it, and it was like that damn Arbor fucking killed this one. This
Hold on,
go
I'll
ahead,
shoot
man.
you the link. So yeah, I found the link for it. God damn. Yeah, if you just Google it real quick.
where he was over tightening the charge.
Shit. Let's see.
Oh damn it! I don't know
Yeah,
why
we
they
got
keep
love.
removing it.
What's that?
Hey, yeah,
Reddit has been pulling a lot of fucking stories lately, man.
Yeah, it was like, man, I have it up, and it was like, what the fuck? I find it, and it was like, okay, this shit interesting. Let me shoot it to the team, and then by the time we come on, the shit is gone. But bottom line is, man, this lady feel that her husband been intentionally over tightening shit, over tightening all the fucking the containers inside, the food inside the crib or whatever. She's like, man, there's no way, and to the point where he will go out of town, and she won't be able to eat no food. This motherfucker didn't tighten up everything. She can't open up nothing. And then she had a male friend or whatever come in and or a neighbor or some shit. And he was like, man, yeah, there's no way in hell. Everything in the everything in the cabinet is that damn tight. He doing this shit on purpose. She had the neighbor come over and check it out a couple times, throughout their marriage or whatever. I was like, man, something's going on. Yeah. This motherfucker, man. You be so damn petty to do some stupid shit like that, man.
I love it. It's better than them beating her ass.
Dog, that's some passive aggressive shit,
it's
man.
Better than domestic violence. That bitch probably get on his nerves, man.
She pissed. She pissed because it's something she want to eat, and then she can't get it open, so she end up buying the shit so she can open it. So it's like you fucking up the budget.
Yeah. She ain't fucking that man, and he tired of it. That motherfucker.
That's what it is. I teach her ass. She gonna starve.
You biting that lip. That motherfucker be with that shirt. That motherfucker.
That is what you call diabolical. You go through everything. She can't get no damn peanut butter, no jelly, nothing, no pickles, nothing.
Do that to my wife. She gonna cuss me out though, but
bruh, that's cold, man. To the point where your wife, she's struggling. She got to call in for backup.
She divorced him?
She's filing for divorce.
Oh, that's petty.
So you said it may be rooted in some other shit, like you said, him being passive aggressive. Like she ain't giving me none, she ain't getting none.
I'm telling you that. Listen, that's all that shit is, man. That man ain't seen that pussy in some. She like, I'm tired. He like, oh,
okay. So you ain't gonna eat.
Yeah.
Oh shit! This made the post.
This woman would stop buying shit in jars. Yeah. Like who after 5 years of somebody tightening the fucking jars up on you, why in the world would you keep buying shit in jars? You doing this shit to yourself.
Yeah, I don't feel bad.
Hide the jars from his ass.
It's been a recurring cycle over the past 5 years. It's just a thing that would escalate until I had a major meltdown and freaked out, screaming, frustrated, and seemingly crazy, because it's just a lid. Then then it would get better for a while. Then it would slowly become an issue again, just getting worse and worse until I reached a breaking point again. She began, like, this motherfucker would loosen him up. Let her get a little taste. Oh.
She walk off.
You thought you was gonna get some of that apple butter, huh? Yeah, nah.
Apple butter.
I love that shit. Hulk's hubby claimed he had a habit of tightening extra tight to keep food fresh. Still OP. Inability to access ingredients without him was getting in the way of her day while causing friction in their relationship. First, it started with just things he used, and then over time, it became every damn glass jar with a metal lid. He tightened them so much, I couldn't open them without assistance. It wasn't a huge deal if he was there, but if I was alone, it was annoying. More times I can count, I've opened a new jar of something because I couldn't get the old jar open, she recounted. The issue became unattainable after her husband left her home for 10 days without a single loosened lid. A jar of pickles precipitated the downfall of their marriage.
Couldn't get to that Hellman's.
Can't make a
How much shit do you actually have in jars?
That's what I'm saying.
Right. How much shit do you actually have in jars?
Man.
These are older people, man.
Yeah.
We was buying jars and putting shit in there, but you know, these motherfuckers like to put preserves and shit in there. She probably made some jam and shit, you know.
Yep. That apple butter, man.
Like jam, apple butter and shit, and probably got some pickle pigs feeding that motherfucker she couldn't get to.
Yeah. And again, she said she had to open up a whole new container because this motherfucker that went on there and was like, yeah, I'm going to make sure this bitch stay fresh.
Yep.
That is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Passive aggressive 101, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the lady. I hope you find a man who don't treat you that bad.
Right up.
So, yeah, man, I'm back on my skinny girl again, man.
Hey,
I can't get enough of shit on sale.
What's her name that came out with that shit?
One of those housewife chicks or whatever, man. Yeah.
Shit, that's what's up, man. Get y'all some skinny girl, man.
Definitely. It's on sale. Go for it. Get yourself for the 4th. Yeah, happy 4th to y'all who celebrate that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we celebrate.
Oh, it's 4th of July, nothing but a ratchet holiday for.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I can't enjoy it. I haven't enjoyed the 4th in years since being from the city, man. I got fucking PTSD, man. I don't like all that boom banging.
Yeah.
All that shit, especially when the night dropped, man. That shit had me, I got my white noise on and all kind of shit trying to plug that shit up, man. I can't function with that no more. But shout out to y'all, man. Love y'all.
Love you too,
we'll get after it. Peace.
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 Peace.